Nana Akufo-Addo should have died. I give Ghana only 4 months. The truth about 2024 elections will come out. Those who did it right and those who did it wrong. I give Ghana 4 months. The truth will come out. There will be confessions here and there because heaven has written it that way, and the truth will come out. And some will be disgraced. I am not a boastful person, so they are writing Badu Kobi is bragging. I'm not a braggart. A man who has given over 10 houses. How will I be jealous? I'm not a jealous man. I'm speaking truth. I didn't come on earth to brag. I came on earth to do what is written about me and to finish it. Victory is a journey. Victory is a process. It takes time. You can't start something in October or start something in September and say you have won in December. No, it takes time. I've been to Burkina Faso and carry me from airport to the presidency. Cars. So I've seen it. Those who are talking, they've not seen it. They've not even seen one. So I don't have any competition with them. So Badu Kobi doesn't need recognition. I've already has access to presidents in their presidential palaces. Those who are talking, they have not seen once. They have not even, nobody has invited them to their presidency before. So I've seen it all. It is the small boys in town who are making noise. And those making noise, I carried him into the midst of a party. So I'm not bothered. They can talk. The bloggers who are paid can write whatever. Those who are wise are speaking the truth. Even a fierce nigga is speaking the truth. Anybody who said I killed my son, the person must be ready for court to prove it with evidence. Anybody who said I drink blood, they must get the evidence. I'm going to take them to court and they must prove it.
So we shall Prophet Badu Kobi chema na chese Ghana 4 months pe na 4 months na so a na chese no kura bia ewo 2024 abato no mu no ebe start epi ababonte ama nkrofo na be come no mu nsem anim guase ebeto ebi mu okuru mu ha no enye nim guase keto akra waka nsem ebrina ana chese busua mede eba besomo na ni na no efa aye nsem bia odi kan be kan ye na chese aye sofo pani owusu bempa so edin ebepie mu bia chese ni na na enya asem keto akra na abusua ye bebo e de room ba mesrew se obemia subscribe button no na afi wamia aye bell na ewo nchen like video no so na bibia enye kama pa Aya sofo Penny Badu Kobi abusua oba bonten ebe kan simbi na ni na no efa aya abatwa ekoso December ya na abusua de tene se aya sofo Badu Kobi chese obepo ne heart out na chese ochima nyoma bi akoso okurum ha nani anje ho ono na wadi NDC amanyoko no echi from chese 28 and 2008 na ba bedu 2016 krampo o hye nkoma che NPP ba power ni na no still na wenjai omachidi no da so edi omachi a che se enne wa hye nkom se mahama be ba power na wa ba power mode asida na kwakoma obi foforo a che se yeso fopani o su bempa ma che se obebo same gemfidin ekeka na adwen kire ne se de wo ye no anya de kora onja de o kire no na utimu se na enya asem keto kora na ensem a ekoso yi ana ensem obeka yi nipa bebiri na o macho ma no ede egu yeso fopani Badu Kobi so a che se bi mu twabo no bi mu se che se ahoye a na ye no ma che se sofopani o su bempa po che se na sofo nketo so and reply ebe ma no ma mu chim so ni tumi o tumi a enka 2016 ko hye nkom ma NDC eba power ama mo so mo keka ma at the channel say Ninsana eda NDC no Ninsano emu ha se atentenhuru na nka na emu dua enka wantwen ama sofo pani wusu bempamfa ne nsama meto NDC so ansana NDC ebeba power ensam de o meka bebri na eho reply ana sofo pani Badu Kobi ono so ede abana ensama wa broso no abusua nyasem keto wakeka na adwen ede akere mo left and right a chiso kirema 4 months pepepe nyoma bi start esi ewo kroma ye wo December mu na ese ye keka kwa na ebia be March mu ho ko April mu ho ba bi no na chese eyesa nyoma wi na be start aba omo ameka omanum nsem bo ne omadi ene ne mguase be kroma na abusua ye mbonwram na ye nti nsem de wabo bibre na so ye nti eye nsem kan
2 Sundays ago what I came to say which is all over everywhere it was God who told me to set the record straight. Listen to me very well. It was God who told me, Badu Kobi, set the record straight. Because those who are making themselves as they did it, it's not them. Set the record straight. Write this and keep it. Victory is a journey. What did I say? Victory is what? A journey. Continue. Victory is a process. You don't come last day and take glory. Victory is a journey. Victory is a process. It takes time. You can't start something in October or start something in September and say you have won in December. No, it takes time. Who is listening to me? I'm setting the record straight again because this morning God told me, talk about this again and leave it. Don't talk about it again. And so I'm obeying him to do what he said. Now listen, that's what I've stated. Victory is a process. Victory is a journey. And anybody can join when it is close to victory. But the start, few started. Many on the social media writing, Badu Kobi is envious. Badu Kobi is jealousy. A man who has given out over 300 cars, how can I be jealous? If I was a jealous man, I wouldn't be a giver. A man who has given over 10 houses, how will I be jealous? I'm not a jealous man. I'm speaking truth. And I give Ghana only 4 months. The truth about 2024 elections will come out. Those who did it right and those who did it wrong. I give Ghana 4 months. The truth will come out. There will be confessions here and there because heaven has written it that way. And the truth will come out. And some will be disgraced. I am not a boastful person. So they are writing, Badu Kobi is bragging. I'm not a braggart. I didn't come on earth to brag. I came on earth to do what is written about me and to finish it. I've said it, and it's a whole long thing, so I'm just captioning, I'm just making it brief. I said 2002, God used me to prophesy about John Mahama to be president, to his family. 2007, he came mainstream, and his coming to be vice president was through me to John Evans Atamils in my office. And for those who are talking and saying, Badu Kobi want to have a place, I have had access with 7 presidents. I don't need a president before I talk about national and international matters. I've won presidents. What happened to them? They disobeyed. It happened. I've gone to nations that when I get to airport, they put me in a convoy. And the first time I sat in convoy, I really complained. I've enjoyed a lot. I've been to Burkina Faso and carry me from airport to the presidency cars. So I've seen it. Those who are talking, they've not seen it. They've not even seen one. So I don't have any competition with them. I don't have competition with them. One day, I gave one of them, or a person talking, I gave him a car. It is Lexus, a Lexus, top of the range. It was from a politician in a nation. So Badu Kobi doesn't need recognition. I've already has access to presidents in their presidential palaces. Those who are talking, they have not seen once. They have not even, nobody has invited them to their presidency before. So I'm not envious. I'm not jealous. I am only saying truth. Yesterday, a politician in this land called me and told me, we know. And because he was close to President Mills, he said, we know that through you, John Mills became president of the land. I am not a jealous man. If I was looking for glory, I would have made pomp and pageantry of John Mahama's victory. But I'm not doing it. Have I been doing it? No. Why? This is, it comes and it goes. Today chosen, tomorrow you exit. When they exit as presidents, you visit them. And I have been having that encounters. Nobody now looks for them except loved ones. But when they are in power, everybody's looking for them. So I've seen it all. It is the small boys in town who are making noise. And those making noise, I carried him into the midst of a party. So I'm not bothered. They can talk. The bloggers who are paid can write whatever. Those who are wise are speaking the truth. Even a Fiashwa's nigga is speaking the truth. Everybody is speaking the truth. Except those few. Like I read this morning, Badu Kobi is envious, jealous that a man of God has been given Land Cruiser. So he said, what is Land Cruiser? That Land Cruiser they are talking about, I've given some to them. What is Land Cruiser? I don't envy them. I don't jealous them because if you know you did it, you know. If you know you didn't do it, you know. So 2007, here comes John Mills. I tell him choose John Mahama. So John Mahama comes through me. God made it so. That time, where were they? In 2019, a prophet in this land prophesied John Mahama would die that year. He's still alive. Now you are boasting. He said he would die in 2019. The video is there. And then comes John Mahama to be the running mate of John Evans Fifi Atamos. Then I come to this church, I prophesy, John Mills will die so and so date. You were here. And he died that same date. Thereon, John Mahama takes over. It means what the prophecy is has started. He loses 2016. And his loss, 2025, I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain the spiritual side, the evil side, and then the natural side. And very soon, 2016 elections, the truth, it will come out. So he loses. He goes home. I spoke about him before he lost, that he should win. And I'm not bothered that I said so, because whatever happened in 2016 is not perfect, it's permissible. And I told you that since you are choosing Nanado, Ghana will not be a good place again. And people said Badu Kobi is lying. Did it happen or not? And I also told you he will be the worst president that same time. And some said Ghana will be sweet. I said it's not true. Pastor Kennedy is here for about 3 years. Even he will just go and write, because people were prophesying, and I said it will not be so. And then it will happen that what I said is so. And then Pastor Kennedy is here. He can recall. Then people will be angry, and he said, your prophecy hasn't come to pass. I don't lie. I say what is this. Men of God who said, prophet, you can't miss prophecy. Now they've missed this. It's like that. You don't know who is doing some things with his God. Who is pushing for God to say, take it. So, I made time with him, 2016 into 17 coming. I will only tell you, me and his life, after he's on the seat for some time. Then I will open up what Ghanaians said, including those prophets, what they said, the lies they said about him. Because I will write some things for him, for his book, when he finishes presidency. And then I'll tell Ghanaians what we discussed. And then they'll get to know it was lies. Like that stood for him. This, that. Now, only for 2024 elections. I started it immediately after 2020 elections. I had already, from 2017 coming, had to reverse a lot the spiritual men had done against him, including those who are shouting. I repeat, and I said, as I said, some flushed him into toilet, so that he will never ever come back to president, so that their prophecy will be true. And God said, deal with this, deal with that, deal with it, deal with that. So before 2020, he was now having the appeal of the people. And then we finished 2020, now 2021 starts, and God said, start it now. Can I tell you the time I started it? Only 3 months after 2020 election. Only 3 months. I started. These people will resist him from becoming president again. Deal with it. This thing will happen. Deal with it. This thing will happen. Deal with it. But God told me that whatever happens, John Mahama will be president in 2024. So, I should have said it on 31st December 2021. But because of IGP Dampare's statement that no prophet should, I pushed it to, I think, January 1st or 2nd. And I said it. That nobody can change it. So if you are coming in this year, close to election, you say nobody. I said it in 2021. And then I will come and say this. Sometimes I will come and say Ashantis will be divided. Do you remember? Now we are going to send all the videos out. I said Ashantis will not vote for him. It will be there will be a divided thing. I said it. Then I said there will be confusion in the party. Then I came and told you Alan Cheremantin will leave the party. The question is, how was it happening? When God tells me, even with prophecy, he will say, spiritually, go and do this. When you do it, it will happen. It's a whole work. I repeat, and I said it 2 weeks ago. John Mahama's win is a combination of power and wisdom. So they should ask Badu Kobi, how come there were divisions in MPP? And I'll tell them what God told me and what God used me to do. They should ask Badu Kobi, how come Prophet Victor Kusibuatin, who prophesies and it comes to pass, only for this time, his prophecy did not come to pass. It is not him. It is a spiritual work. It is a covenant work. And it ended on 31st July 2024. That's what the day God said, my son Victor Kusibuatin prophesies. He's my son. He's powerful. I gave him the power. He didn't take it from any other wrong source. No, I gave him the power. I love him. He obeys me. But for these elections, I won't give it to him. I will give it to you. So, I even said Kennedy Yapon will not leave MPP. I know why I said so. I later came one day and said, I've seen 2024 elections. How we voted. It's like, it was for NDC, but as we finished, they mentioned MPP. Who remembers? Let me tell you why I said so. I was talking about use of rigging and use of force. I wanted MPP to know. I know what they are going to do. And I wanted NDC to sit up. So when that prophecy came, people didn't understand. Then MPP started, Badu Kobi saying, we are going to win 2024. It was not so. It was for them to know they are rigging. Badu Kobi has found out. And number two, that NDC should sit up because they were too complacent. The Ghanaians are saying they will win, they will win. You don't win anyhow. So I came and said that. I left. Then I came back and I spoke to all of you. And I said, on 31st December last year, a year ago, I said, the election, John Mahama will win. Then I continued and I said that whatever rigging and people will do, it will not work. Why? I had finished dealing with the rigging matter spiritually. And so I said it. Now my last time was Gifty or says you cook program. And then I said it to Ghanaians. I said, MPP can do anything. They can win. Why? I had finished. For God, not for myself. Some NDC people were working against JM so that he will lose. And then they will become flag bearer. I stopped it to the glory of God as he directed me. For the NDC parliamentary seats, God used me to work it. And I gave you the evidence. I showed you the list which was given to me in early 2024. That every 7th, I speak on it, I sacrifice towards it, and then you saw that overwhelming win of seats. Because the man who was coming, when I prophesied in 2022, I said there are two things, and one was parliamentary. He was having the list. So if he has the list, he can't rule Ghana. So it must be worked on. So I did it to the glory of God. Now, why did I touch Kumasi on Elections Day? I touched Kumasi on Elections Day because he directed me on that last day. Go there. Walk through it. Stop everything. You have already done it. And the sacrifice for voter apathy. When I say sacrifice, everybody open your ears and listen. It is not any wrong side. It is financial sacrifice. I did it before August for voter apathy. So that not only for Kumasi, for 16 regions, but Kumasi is the main place. So I had to step there by direction on the election day to let it work. Who's listening to me? So everything I did, I know what I did. Everything you saw happen in MPP, I know what I did. Even the last time, which is around August coming, I'm saying this publicly. Nanado wanted to step down for Bawumia to take over. I once told you here. Do you know what I did? I listened to God, got the direction, stopped it. Because if Bawumia becomes president, he's on the seat. Voting him out will not be easy. He can reduce anything. Ghanaians will go with it. By the time we get to know, we have voted for him. God's word won't come to pass. So I had to spiritually ask God, what do I do for Nanado to stop it, not to hand over to Bawumia? Some people in the party, that's what I'm saying publicly. Some people in the party was telling Nanado, go and let him take over. And his family was saying no. What I'm saying for Nana Akufo-Addo to hear me. I stopped it by his glory. Nana Akufo-Addo should have died. And God told me, don't let him die. I have a reason for him to stay. It is for a reason. Let him stay. I had to stop it. And he must stay to see some things. On the 31st, I said something. I said, and people go to opposition. When they go to opposition, coming back to power. I said it on 31st December 2023. God will use me to determine when they come back to power. I was the one who suffered under their regime. And God will let me decide when they will come to power. So listen to me. I won't talk about this again, but I give you only 4 months. The truth about 2024 elections, it will all come out. Those who did the right thing, those who didn't do the right thing, there will be confessions. God takes the glory about 2024 elections. And thanks be to God for bringing John Mahama back to power. Clap before I continue. So for those who are writing, Badu Kobi is envious. Envious of what? About what? I have lived great life on earth. What am I envious of about again? I've dashed people cars which are worth over $100,000. I never was worried. What am I worried about in life again? I want God to take the glory. Not any man parading himself as anything, no. And they can talk. I won't let anybody, including Pastor Kennedy, talk back. Nobody will mind anybody. They can talk. God's time will come. Sometimes, never make time to answer a fool. Let your works speak for you. God bless all of you. But let me say this, and everybody take note. Anybody who said, I killed my son, the person must be ready for court to prove it with evidence. Anybody who said, I drink blood, they must get the evidence. I'm going to take them to court and they must prove it. Man of God, why are you not leaving it for God? God himself has told me, let the world hear before I also allow things to happen. Truth to come. If I had taken this matter, somebody is asking, why didn't you do it? Well, no, it was their time. They were controlling the course. That is why a woman's case, where some people took guns and things, they are walking free because it was their time. And let me tell Ghana, Godfrey Dame is my son. The Attorney General is my son. But I saw it was not good for that time. Why? That is their season. It is not, I'm not saying it's my season now, but I know this incoming government will allow the cause to work. So, whatever it is, we will get to know. You said, I went in the night, myself, Pastor Kennedy and other pastors, and removed the dead body. You must go and give us evidence when we went to remove, and come and show us where we came and placed that dead being, where it is. You said we planted it in the church. Come and show us by evidence. If they don't show us, I will sue them amount they can pay. And next time, they will learn sense. When God sends you, you must also have wisdom. Ministry is not only power. It is power with what? Wisdom. So we will see if it is the truth. God bless all of you. And for the sake of President-elect John Mahama, his family, and every loved one, and apart from what God told me this morning, anything outside, anything, election, nobody will hear me talk about it again. We go forward. Hey. God bless all of you.
Abuja nese in sama bebo baba de utimu se enya asam ketua o because se de osi kase court bebem chese obisi waku ne ba chese wakutu ne bafunu de abehye na asore ne ade ade ni na no court ana asem ne ekọ na wanya evidence amba chese damage bi obetwa di pakoro no ontimi ntuampo next time nyankopon frɛ no na oba odi nyansa ebeto ne frɛ no ho na chese ni na no yinim akutia we bibia opem ede akọ na chese waka wase o magana 4 months pe na 4 months no enya so se kim insem ebe start app amanfo be kom no mu nsem na nimguase ebekoso okroma no enye nimguase keto insem de waka bebre na ahubisa oso tv kire wadwen ewo eye comment section ho na bibia enye kama pa abusua mesrew send dim obi me subscribe button no no me abo na e won chen like video no so na bibia enya kama pa we the second time aye sofo Badu Kobi wasaba bontin bi me ode ne reply ma aye sofo pani owusu bempa ene aye na sofo nketoa enam enyomo mbeka ye de kire no na ohwe ensem a wabroso a enya sem nketoa wa chechirim ekwan fa so a ndc etumi efa aba no aye 2024 abusua aha ana insight mi do si makraw